He really did.
He called me Angel.
Well, that was an adventure. We tried something new.
That was exciting and confusing.
I feel like we have some phone calls to make after we're done.
Yeah, I feel like we're going to text some people. Our excludes taxes, fees, autopay discounts, and limited time pricing.
Source: competitor websites, April 2021. Discover Total Wireless at totalwireless.com.
If you guys love a good sale, because I love a good sale, we got some good news for you, because every day is a sale at jane.com.
It is a website that is like a boutique marketplace, and it will become your new obsession. I can't stop scrolling through the stuff on this site.
I'm so blown away by how many different categories they have.
Yeah.
You know, they have like accessories, fashion trends, home decor, children's clothing, and more. I bought myself a case for my AirPods, and it's so cute. But then I also got a few gift items for my sisters as well.
I got some stuff for my guest bathroom. I got these little floating shelves, and then I got a little sign that says, "Would poop here again, 5 stars.
Oh my gosh, Jenna.
It was funny to me, and I'm going to put it on my little shelf.
That's so cute.
Find your next discovery at jane.com/officeladies. That's jane.com/officeladies. I'm Jenna Fisher.
And I'm Angela Kinsey.
We were on The Office together.
And we're best friends.
And now we're doing the Ultimate Office Rewatch podcast just for you.
Each week, we will break down an episode of The Office and give exclusive behind-the-scenes stories that only 2 people who were there can tell you.
We're the Office Ladies. Hello, everybody.
Hi, you guys.
We have a very exciting episode today. It is Season 4, Episode 15, Night Out.
Yeah, we traveled, we went on the road, there was locations and tons of extras. This was a big production for us.
Very little happens in the office.
That's right.
Well, this was written by Mindy Kaling, directed by Ken Whittingham, and today we have a surprise. I'm not reading the summary again today.
Jenna's gonna skip out on her duties. Sorry.
Jeez, I mean,
I know. Was I throwing you shade a little bit?
Skip out.
Well, we have a super fan who wanted to read the summary for today's episode. It's Terry Carnation.
Terry, welcome.
Thank you so much for having me. I am a huge fan, as you previously stated, of Office Women podcast and you, Jennifer Fisher, and Angel, everything that you guys do, and show, which is just so hysterically funny. This episode in particular, I'm listening pleasure.
Well, we're happy to have you, Terry.
Yes.
Thank you.
Angela, not Angel, but I appreciate.
Of course, Angela, but you are an angel. After all, let's not forget. Oh, excellent. Well, should I jump right in, Office Women?
Please, let's do it.
Excellent. This episode is entitled "The Night Away," and it is an excellent episode that features James Halpert and his wife Pamela, and they are striving to consummate their relationship. And apparently, there's a young fellow named Dwight Scruti and his best friend Scott Michael. They are running across New York City in this episode. It seems that Ryan has gotten into a little trouble with the devil's candy. And by that I mean that fierce little lady, cocaine.
Terry, I have a question. Have you seen this episode?
I haven't seen this episode in particular. I have seen an episode of this show, and this is my theory, if I may share it with you two.
About The Office?
The building is possessed. Why else would the people inside it act the way they do? Why would this delightful Pamela fall in love with that floppy-haired misfit, James Halpert? It makes no sense. People behaving in just absurd ways. The building is possessed. The building itself may be a demon. And Dwight Scruti himself may be some kind of Dybbuk or homunculus.
You think there's paranormal activity. In fact, several members of the office might be from hell.
I am here merely to speculate. I am saying that perhaps there is a story underneath the story. Yes, this is a light comedy about co-workers. Hardy har har. But underneath it all, there may be something far more nefarious.
Wow.
Terry, how many episodes have you seen? Just the one?
I am planning on starting to watch this show as soon as we finish this podcast, because it is bewitching me. It has bewitched me.
Okay.
So you haven't seen any episodes then?
I have not. And have you listened to any episodes of Dark Air with Terry Carnation? No, you have not. So we're even Steven.
Okay, well, I don't think...
I think we've...
That show, Even Stevens, I have watched. Every episode of Even Stevens.
Okay. Well, Terry, I think there might have been a miscommunication with your agent.
Big fan. Huge fan. Thank you so much for having me, Office Women, and all of the listeners. Thank you for enjoying this show and these two delightful young women as they share their inner torment with you on a weekly basis.
Nation, and I'm sure everyone will want to check out Dark Air. It's going to premiere April 1st on Audio Boom. Terry, we'd love to have you back if you ever start watching the show. If you watch an episode, let us know.
I really should do that. It looks fascinating.
Well, thank you, Terry.
Accountant blonde woman who I find very intriguing.
Oh, boy.
Fictionally speaking. Thank you for having me, Office Women.
Thank you, Terry.
Goodbye, Terry.
Goodbye.
Lady, he's never seen the show.
I
I
don't...
had no idea what we were talking about.
He also sounded like Rainn Wilson.
He really did.
Well, that was an adventure. We tried something new.
That was exciting and confusing.
I feel like we have some phone calls to make after we're done.
Yeah, I feel like I'm going to text some people. All right, should we get into this episode? Should you actually read a summary?
I'd be happy to. A lonely Michael and Dwight go to New York City to party with Ryan and meet ladies. In the meantime, the Scranton employees work late to avoid working over the weekend, but they wind up getting locked into the Scranton Business Park. And Terry did get this part right. Ryan may have a drug problem.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
What are your fast facts?
Here's a fast fact for you, Ange. I thought we could do a little breakdown of our guest star, Troy Underbridge. This is his second appearance on the show. You guys know he first showed up in the deposition. He is played by Noel Peacock, and we reached out to him.
Yes, we did, and Noel was so sweet. He sent in a bunch of audio clips, and he had some fun stories to share with us.
Well, the first thing we wanted to know, we asked a lot of our guests, how did he get the job on The Office? And here's what he had to say.
Hello, office ladies. This is Noel Peacock, and I don't recall really Allison Jones ever having me audition. I actually started the whole process doing background through central casting. So I did, I think, just one episode where I did background. I was not really goofing off, but acted like I was kind of goofing off, texting on the phone. I was kind of the posse of Ryan, EJ Novak's character, and had a good time doing it. I mean, just enjoyed the process. And later down the line, I had gotten a phone call from the assistant director, and she said she had spoken to Allison Jones and asked me if I'd like to appear on a couple episodes here and there. But I didn't actually audition. They just kind of offered me the role, and I gladly accepted.
So, Angela, when I was a struggling actor, I did tons of background work in the hopes that someone would sort of discover me and give me a speaking role. It never happened. It's super rare, but it did happen on our show. I mean, that's literally how Creed ended up becoming a series regular on our show. He started doing background work. And it's just something that I kind of like about our show.
Yeah, me too. And this was also true for some of our warehouse employees that really just started as background characters. And then as years went by, they got to have speaking parts. And as an actor, that is so thrilling. But I love that Noel was there and that they went on to use him in several episodes.
Well, that was due in large part to Mindy Kaling. And he actually talks about that in this next audio clip. You know, Mindy wrote this episode. So here's what he had to say.
There is most definitely one person I'd like to thank who actually, I believe, wrote my character originally, and that is Mindy, who came up with the character, and she kind of came through in The Office and ended up getting her own show. And Mindy is incredible. She's so sweet and smart, and I've got to thank Mindy for writing up this character, which was a blast to play.
So sweet.
I love that.
Me too. Well, we have even more audio clips from Noel that we're going to share later in the show, and he is just the nicest guy. It was so nice to get to reconnect with him.
Yeah. All right, my lady, what is your next fast fact?
My next fast fact is a location breakdown because we got some fan questions from Abby, Lana, and Natalie, who would like to know, was this episode filmed in an actual nightclub? And Mariah Kay asked, are they different clubs? You know, the guys go to 2 different clubs.
Yeah.
Did we film in different locations, or is it just 2 rooms? Well, I'll tell you guys.
Tell us.
In Michael and Dwight and Ryan and Troy, they go party at clubs in New York City. These club scenes were all filmed in downtown Los Angeles at the Edison nightclub. Now, the Edison nightclub is really big, and they had several different rooms, and they dressed them to look like 2 different clubs. So we only went to 1 location, and we knocked it all out. And they filled the club with all background actors. But Ange, the Edison actually has...
The nightclub?
Yes, have you ever been there?
Not only have I never been there, I've never heard of it, and I've lived in LA for over 20 years now. And if that tells you my hip factor, I had never heard of it.
And have still ever been to is the one you took me to for my bachelorette party. That's it.
And I had never heard of that one. Remember, that was like